Hi, Coach Ruth. I am Johnny Processo and I'm the little teacher of the study hobby. Today, we will be discussing about the pedagogy of Module 4. And my assigned topic is all about the delivery modalities. Delivery modalities in the pedagogy refer to the various methods and modes through which educational content is delivered to learners. These modalities can range from traditional face-to-face instruction to modern digital platforms. The selection of a particular modality is often influenced by factors such as the nature of the content, the learning objectives, the learner's characteristics, and the available resources. The aim is always to facilitate effective learning, enhance learner engagement, and achieve desired educational outcomes. The delivery modalities, there are several examples of it in pedagogy, each with its unique features and benefits. Number one is the traditional classroom. The traditional classroom learning, this is the most common modality where the teacher and students interact face-to-face in the physical classroom. The teacher delivers the content directly, and students can ask questions and participate in discussions. This modality fosters social interactions and immediate feedback. The second one is the online learning. Online learning, with the advent of the technology, online learning has become increasingly popular. This modality allows students to access educational content from anywhere at any time. It includes the asynchronous learning, where the students access pre-recorded lectures or materials at their convenience, and synchronous learning, where students and teachers interact in real time through video conferencing platforms. The third one is the blended learning. Blended learning, this is a combination of traditional face-to-face instruction and online learning. It offers the benefits of both modalities, such as the personal interaction of the classroom learning and the flexibility of online learning. Number four is the flipped classroom. In this modality, students are introduced to the content at home through videos or readings, and classroom time is used for discussions, problem solving, and application of the knowledge. This approach allows to deeper understanding and active learning. In conclusion, the delivery modalities is about pedagogy. It play a crucial role in shaping learning experiences. The choice of modality should be carefully considered to align with learning objectives, the nature of the content, and the learner's needs and preferences. As technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see more innovative delivery modalities that further enhance learning outcomes. However, regardless of the modality, the ultimate goal remains the same: to facilitate effective learning and foster a lifelong love for learning. That is the delivery of modality. Our next presenter is Ms. Ivy Cuevas, and she will be discussing about the structures for facilitating learning teaching centers.
Thank you, Johnny. Good day, everyone. My name is Ivy Cuevas, and today let's talk about the structures for facilitating learner-centered teaching. The structures for facilitating learner-centered teaching are designed to help both pre-service and practicing teachers understand and implement pedagogical principles that prioritize the learner. So these structures are based on educational psychology and aim to support the delivery of teaching and learning in today's educational context. The structures for facilitating learner-centered teaching provide teachers with the necessary tools and approaches to create an inclusive and engaging environment that supports the diverse needs of learners. So by implementing these structures, teachers can enhance students' motivation, participation, and achievement. Number 1 is formal or traditional approach. So in this approach, the teacher is in charge of the learning environment. They have the power and responsibility to control the class. The teacher acts as an instructor and makes decisions about what to teach and how to teach it. So the focus is on the lectures and the students are expected to sit and listen to the teacher. Second is the alternative learning system or ALS. So this is a different way of learning that is available for students who cannot attend regular formal classes. So it is a flexible program that allows learning to happen anytime and anywhere, depending on the convenience of the learners. ALS is designed for adults who are working or disadvantaged and want to complete their primary and secondary education. It is a non-traditional method of learning that is established by the law. Non-formal education or NFE. Non-formal education refers to the education that happens outside of the regular school system. It includes programs like community education, adult education, and second chance education. NFE is a part of lifelong learning, which means it helps both young people and adults to acquire and maintain skills needed to adapt to a changing world. It provides learning opportunities that are not limited to traditional classrooms. Informational education or INPED. Informational education is different from formal education because it doesn't have a structured system with levels like schools do. It is more natural and spontaneous. Informational education happens when we learn from our experiences and the things happening around us. For example, if you see someone burn their hand by touching a hot pot handle, you learn that heat from the stove is transferred to the pot handle and you should be careful when handling cooking ware. Informal education is about learning from real-life situations. Another is the mobile teachers. Mobile teachers are special teachers who live in remote areas of the country and provide education to people who don't have access to schools or who have left the formal school system. They conduct basic literacy programs or BLP for illiterate out-of-school youth and adults who want to learn basic literacy skills. They also provide accreditation and equivalency programs for those who didn't finish formal schooling. Mobile teachers are called mobile because they travel from one place to another to reach the people who need education in remote areas. They bring education to the people instead of the people going to a school. Alternative Delivery Modes or ADM. This is a different way of teaching that's approved by the Department of Education. It is flexible, meaning it can adapt to different situations and it uses all kinds of knowledge and skills, not just the ones that you get in a traditional classroom. It is designed to help students who might otherwise struggle with regular school because of personal, social, or economic problems. Modified in School approach or MIMOSA. This is a specific type of ADM. It is used when there are too many students and not enough classrooms or teachers. Under MIMOSA, students are split into two groups. One group learns in a regular classroom while the other group learns outside of school, either on their own or with a helper. Then they switch places. This way, everyone gets to experience both types of learning. Even though they are learning in different places, both groups come to school at the same time for extra learning and to check how they are doing. Enhance instructional management by parents, community, and teachers, or E-Impact. This is another type of ADM that was designed to fix problems in the public school system in the Philippines, like not having enough classrooms, teachers or textbooks, too many students dropping out, and not enough money for education. It uses technology in a method where students learn from each other. Every student gets learning materials to help guide them. Teachers learn new ways to teach and parents and community members get involved in helping the system work. This makes sure that learning continues at home and transforms the whole community in the process. Open High School Program or OHSP. This is another alternative way of teaching, but it is specifically for high school. It runs by the Department of Education in the Philippines. The program allows students who finish elementary school, students who drop out of high school, and the students who pass a specific test to complete their high school education through distance learning, which means they don't have to go to a physical school. Instead, they get printed materials and they can study and use for their lessons and activities. So this program is great for students who cannot attend regular high school for various reasons. So like if they have a physical disability, have to work, don't have enough money, live too far from the school, or have other valid reasons.
Thank you, Ms. Ivy, for discussing the structure for facilitating learner-centered teaching. Now, let's proceed to inquiry and inductive learning activities, are instructional approaches that empower students to deepen their understanding of content and develop important skills in gathering evidence and influencing their own learning process. This strategy prioritizes active engagement and critical thinking, allowing students to construct knowledge through their own observation, investigation, and analysis. These are the learner-centered instructional strategy. 1. The cooperative learning. This strategy involves small teams of students with varying abilities, using different learning activities to enhance their understanding of a subject. Each team member is responsible for their own learning and for helping their teammates, fostering a sense of achievement. 2. The presentation. This strategy involves students presenting content to the entire class. Teacher assign topics to students or groups who can then create short presentation. This is not only deepens student understanding of the material, but also provides practice in public speaking. 3. Panels. This approach, a selected group of students form a panel, which the rest of the class act as the audience. A panel leader is chosen to summarize the discussion and facilitate audience interaction. 4. The KWL. The KWL, this reading strategy guides students through a text. Students begin by brainstorming everything they know about a topic, which is recorded in the column K of KWL chart. This chart helps students organize information before, during, and after a unit for a lesson. Engage with new topic, activate prior knowledge, share objective, and monitor their learning. 5. Brainstorming. This activity encourages students to focus on a topic and contribute idea freely. The teacher begins the session by posing a question or introducing a topic. Students then express potential answer and relevant ideas, which are accepted without criticism or judgment and usually summarized on a whiteboard. These ideas are then examined and open class discussion. 6. Learner-created media. This strategy involves students actively engaging in the creation of media, promoting individual learning, social interaction, and immersion. It allows for high customization and collaboration among students. Learner-created media serve as an alternative or complement of traditional undergraduate research, providing an innovative approach to learning. Number 7. Discussion. Discussion forums provide platforms for open-ended and collaborative exchange of ideas among teachers and students or among students themselves. The purpose of this discussion is to enhance student thinking, problem-solving, understanding, and literary appreciation. Participants share multi-perspectives, respond to each other's idea, and reflect on their own thoughts to build knowledge and interpretation of the topic at hand. Discussion encourage actively participation and exploration of diverse viewpoints. There are the advantages of discussion and the disadvantage of discussion. Advantage of discussion. Number 1, active involvement. In a discussion class, students actively engage in processing information and ideas. They are not passive recipients but actively participate in learning process. 2, addressing student needs. Discussion classes often have students initiate questions, allowing their needs and interests to be addressed more readily and spontaneously compared to other teaching methods. 3. Diversity of perspective. Since students play an active role in discussion, their diverse background can be enlarged to generate a wide range of ideas, approaches, and examples. This diversity enriches the learning experience for everyone involved. 4. Skill development. Through discussion, students gain practice in formulating questions and actively communicating their ideas. This helps them develop critical thinking, communication, and reasoning skills. Number 5. Examination of student attitude. Discussion provides an opportunity to explore and examine student attitude toward a topic. This allows for a deeper understanding of their perspective, beliefs, and values. So, the disadvantage of discussion. Number 1. Conveying factual information. The discussion method may not be the most effective way to convey factual information. Other teaching methods, such as lectures or demonstration, may be more suitable for delivering a specific content knowledge. Number 2. The time, consuming and unfocused. Discussion can become time-consuming and unfocused if not properly directed without clear guidance from the instructor. Discussion may wander off topic or fail to achieve the desired learning objective. 3. Difficulty in student involvement. Instructor may face challenges in getting students actively involved in discussion, especially at the beginning. This can lead to the temptation to revert to a review session or mini-lecture format instead. Number 4. Class size limitation. Discussion may be more effective in smaller class size, where everyone has the opportunity to actively participate and engage in meaningful exchanges. Large class can limit the depth and the quality of discussion. Number 8. The small group. This strategy involves dividing a larger class into smaller groups, typically consisting of 2 to 7 students. The presenter announces a topic or idea for group discussion. Following democratic guidelines, small group discussion allow for actively participation and contribution from everyone, fostering the interchange of ideas within a group under the guidance of presenter. This method is often used as a part of a large course and promotes problem solving and application skills through collaboration. Through collaborative work. 9. Case study. Case study involve analyzing real-life situation or case histories of individuals or group. They are used to illustrate general principle or problem-solving strategies. Through step-by-step approach, case studies are particularly useful for developing information, analysis, and questioning skills. They provide an opportunity for students to go through multiple cases, gradually shifting from instructor-directed to student-directed analysis. Case study enhance understanding and application of concept in a particular context. 10. Jigsaw. The cooperative learning strategy breaks a class into smaller groups and assigns each group a specific aspect of topic to specialize in. Students then meet with a member from other group who are assigned in the same aspect, master the material, and return to their home group to teach their findings. By working together, the students create complete understanding of the topic, with each student serving as a pieces of puzzle. Jigsaw promote cooperative, collaborative, and a comprehensive understanding of the topic. 11. Learning-centered. In this strategy, students rotate groups to different activities located in specific areas of the classroom known as learning centers. Each learning center focuses on a specific skill or content area related to the learning objective. Students demonstrate their understanding to the topic and practice skills through tasks that integrate various learning styles. The teacher provides support to individual students while they complete the activities. Learning-centered provide a hands-on and interactive approach to reinforce and extend classroom learning. Number 12. Experiments. Experiment involve procedure carried out to support, reflect, or validate a hypothesis. They provide insight into cause and effect relationship by manipulating a specific factor and observing the outcomes. Experiments require repeatable procedure and logical analysis of the result. They promote critical thinking, data analysis, and development of experimental skills. Number 13. Role play. Role play is a technique where students engage in realistic situation by interacting with others in a managed environment. It allows students to develop experience and try different strategies in a supported setting. Role play is effective for topics involving person-to-person communication or interaction. It promotes active participation, self-esteem, confidence, and creativity. Number 14. Stimulation. Stimulation are instructional scenarios where students are placed in defined world created by the teacher. This scenario may involve elements of games, role play, or metaphorical activities. Stimulation allows students to experience the reality of the scenario and gather meaning from it. They promote critical and evaluate thinking, concept attainment through experimental practice and a deeper understanding of various aspects such as environment, politics, community, and culture. Number 15 is laboratory strategy. Laboratory provides setting for hands-on learning in science. They offer opportunity for students to think, discuss, and solve real problems. Laboratories develop iteration, deepen understanding of concept, apply learner concept to new situation, experience basic phenomena. They develop critical thinking, quantitative reasoning, experimental and data analysis skills. Students also learn to use scientific apparatus and conduct experiments in controlled environment. 16. Workshop. The workshop teaching structure encourage students to take responsibility for their own learning. Students become actively engaged in their work and develop of understanding. The workshop model asks students to take charge of their learning, promoting creativity and responsibility and also active participation in the learning process. 17. Demonstration is a teaching method that uses visuals such as flip chart, poster, or PowerPoint to communicate an idea. It involves showing step-by-step process to teach someone to make or do something. A demonstration always has a finished product as the goal. The key to successful demonstration is ensuring that the audience can understand and replicate the demonstrated task or concept. Number 18. Inquiry-based strategy. Inquiry-based learning is an approach that emphasizes the active role of a student in the learning process. Instead of the teacher simply providing information, students are encouraged to explore and material, ask questions, and share ideas from the student perspective. Inquiry-based learning involves investigating an open question or problem. Students use evidence-based reasoning and creative problem solving to reach a conclusion, which they must define or present from the teacher perspective. Inquiry-based learning focuses on fostering critical thinking and understanding by moving students beyond more curiosity. In conclusion, the learner-centered instructional strategy discussed offer a variety of approaches to promote active learning, critical thinking, and student engagement. These strategies such as cooperative learning, presentation, role play, simulation, and inquiry-based learning cater to different learning styles and encourage students to take an active role in their education. By implementing this strategy, educator can create a dynamic and inclusive learning environment that foster collaboration, deepen understanding, and develop essential skills for students' academic and personal growth. In conclusion, inquiry and inductive learning activities are valuable strategies that facilitate students' comprehension of content and foster the development of their influence and evidence-gathering skills. By engaging in inductive learning, students are encouraged to explore, analyze evidence, and draw conclusions independently. This approach promotes critical thinking, problem solving, and the ability to make informed judgment based on evidence. By actively participating in inquiry-based activities, students can deepen their understanding of the subject matter and enhance their ability to gather and evaluate evidence, ultimately becoming more effective learners.
Good day, everyone. My name is Kathleen Santiago, and now I will be discussing base learning and its benefits. It focuses on understanding the practical advantages or benefits of acquiring knowledge or skills. It emphasizes the relevance of applications of learning into the real-world situations, encouraging learners to grasp how the information they acquire can possibly impact their lives, and others. And now we'll proceed to mental models. It is a cognitive tools that shape how we perceive and interact with others in the world. It influences our thoughts, behavior, and decision. Understanding the reflecting or mental models can enhance our ability to navigate complex situations and adapt change. And now we'll proceed to project-based learning. It is an educational approach that emphasizes learning through hands-on projects or activities, instead of traditional instruction methods where students passively receive information. For the PBL, engage student in active exploration for problem solving. The discovery learning is an educational approach that emphasizes student-driven exploration, the inquiry of the primary method for acquiring knowledge and understanding. In this approach, students actively engage with materials, concepts, and phenomena to uncover new information and make connections and also construct their understanding of subject matter. And now we'll proceed to social media. Social media refers to the online platforms and technologies that enable users to create, share, and exchange content, information, ideas in a virtual communities and network. These platforms facilitate communication, interactions, and collaborations among users, allowing them to connect with friends, families, colleagues, and communities around the world. For the last, we'll proceed to the game of gamification, which could be interrupted in different ways. Depending on the concept of gamifications, it typically refers to the process of converting collaborations materials into a gaseous euro called synthesis, which can be used for alchemical. Now we will move to competition. Competition can be great motivators for growth and improvement, polishing individuals and business to innovate or to excel. It's like the spice and add flavor to our journey towards success. For the last, it's the debate. Is a valuable tool for exploring different perspectives, referring arguments, or research deeper understanding. It's like a mental gym workout, strengthening crucial thinking skills and fostering intellectual growth. And that's all for my report. I am Kente D. Santiago. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Miss Kenneth, for your lovely report. Greetings and good day to our wonderful people. I am Christine Lored Abella from Study Hub 8. Before we begin our topic, a short recap from Miss Kenneth's topic. It basically means the benefits of inquiry-based learning include fostering critical thinking, deepening understanding, promoting curiosity and creativity, enhancing problem-solving skills, and encouraging student engagement and ownership of learning. And finally, let us begin our own topic. Today's lesson, I'll be talking about flexible learning and teaching. When it comes to learning, flexible learning environments addresses how physical space is used, how students are grouped during instruction, and how time is used throughout the teaching process. Examples of this type of learning include in-person instruction, websites with interactive content, chat rooms, discussion boards, teleconferencing, video referencing, print resources, field trips, and audio tapes. For short, flexible teaching fosters curiosity, allowing for a less rigid structure where discussions and thoughts can flow freely. It accommodates both synchronous activities like lectures and labs and achronous tasks such as reading and assignments. Up next, differentiated learning. Differentiated learning is a framework or philosophy that involves providing all students within their diverse classroom community of learners a range of different avenues for understanding new information in terms of acquiring content, processing, constructing, of making sense of ideas, and developing teaching materials and assessment measures so that all students within a classroom can learn effectively and regardless the difference in their abilities. Meaning, it allows students to show what they know in different ways. They are: number 1, design lesson based on students' learning styles. Number 2, group students by shared interest, topic, or ability for assignment. Number 3, assesses students' learning using formative assessment. Number 4, manage the classroom to create a safe and supportive environment. Differentiating instruction involves teaching the same material to various strategies, adjusting lesson difficulty based on each student's abilities. According to Tomlinson, teachers can differentiate instruction throughout 4 ways. Number 1 is content, number 2 is process, number 3 is product, and lastly number 4, learning environment. Let us now proceed to the examples of differentiated instruction. Create learning station in your classroom where groups of students rotate to different sections. Each station offers a unique way of teaching a skill or concept such as watching videos, creating artwork, reading articles, solving puzzles, and listening to their teacher. Target different senses within lesson. Engage multiple senses in lesson to reach more students effectively. Incorporate visuals like videos and infographics, auditory elements such as audiobooks and spoken direction, tactile activities like acting out senses, and kinesthetic learning with physical objects. Encourage artistic reflections to deepen understanding. Next, use the think, pair, share strategy. Require students to think individually about topic or answer to a question and share ideas with classmates. Next, make time for journaling. A journal can be a tool for students to reflect on lessons you have taught and activities you have run, helping them process new information. Next, education in emergencies is a vital response to safeguard children during conflicts and natural disasters. Ensuring their right to education, it promotes well-being, provides learning opportunities, and fosters overall development for those affected by crisis. Next, foundational standards in it outline crucial aspects of community participation in education, covering areas such as resource allocation, coordination, analysis assessment, response strategies, monitoring, and evaluation. They serve as the foundation for effective education responses, guiding the application of standards across access, learning environments, teaching personnel, and education policies. Up next, the teaching learning domain. These standards focus on critical elements that promote effective teaching and learning, including curricula, training, professional development support, instruction and learning processes, and assessment of learning outcomes. First one is curricula, curriculi, social, and linguistically relevant curricula are used to provide formal and non-formal education appropriate to the particular context and needs of learners. Second one is training, professional development, and support. Teachers and other education personnel receive periodic, relevant, and structured training according to needs and circumstances. Third one is instruction and learning process. Instruction and learning processes are learner-centered, participatory, and inclusive. Fourth, assessment and learning outcomes. Appropriate methods are used to evaluate learning outcomes. Lastly, a short recap summary for my study hub topics. First one, delivery modalities refer to remote learning methods where instruction occurs between teachers and students who are physically distant from each other. Examples include online classes, virtual classroom, and video conferencing. Second, structures for facilitating learner-centered teaching are frameworks or systems designed to support teaching methods that prioritize the needs and interests of individual learners. Third, learner-centered instructional strategies are approaches to teaching that focus the needs of interests and abilities of individual learners, aiming to actively engage them in the learning process. Fourth, the benefits of inquiry-based learning include fostering critical thinking skills, promoting deeper understanding of concepts, encouraging curiosity and creativity, enhancing problem-solving abilities, and fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility for learning. Lastly, flexible learning and teaching for students refers to adaptable approaches that accommodate various learning styles, preferences, and needs, allowing students to learn their own pace in their own ways that suit their individual circumstances. That is all my topic. Thank you for watching.